Sand in the face. Technique 174.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. Alright, so we're going to do frames now. Alright, so now the next set of videos, we're going to look at the effective frames we're going to start to utilize to create our escapes from the bottom. Again, framing isn't as simple as just touching your partner's shoulder, getting an underhook, touching your partner's bicep, touching your partner's hip. It's really about making sure that your hips and feet are backing up the position so that you can get that muscle coupling effect happening so that your frame, is really, really strong. So what we're going to do now is we're going to break down a series of common frames you're going to be looking for from the bottom, and we're going to look at it from a few angles, and I want to look at it from hip positioning and foot positioning also, so that when you go and practice these escapes and these techniques, I want to give you a new lens to look at them from. So first up, we'll look at our inside hip positioning with our arm on our partner's hip. Okay, so this bad boy here, okay, I need to frame my partner's hip. I don't want to do this because, again, I'm not actually starting to dominate the inside position of my partner for reasons in the videos we've talked about before. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to get my elbow inside. So I'm going to get my elbow inside just like this for now, and then I'll show you a little technique to get there. So elbow's inside, again, it looks better already, this frame. I'm going to put my hand on my partner's hip. But for some reason, this shouldn't feel very strong yet. So the last thing I'm going to do from here is I'm going to put my foot on the ground, and I'm going to turn my hips into my partner on my side, squeezing my elbow in so that my lat is engaged. From here now, if I engage my head, I engage my lat, all of a sudden Jono tries to flatten me out, it becomes way harder for him to flatten me out. Okay. If Jono just hops off me for a second and we can look at the camera, this is the position I'm in now. The bad frame position was this. Yeah. So again, we'll just look at this one more time. From here, elbow inside, I get my hip frame. I then make sure that my foot and hip is backing up my frame, and then I'm engaging those 4 muscle groups so that all of a sudden I have this like compound strong frame, and he tries to flatten me out from here. It's way harder. Again, Jono opens up. This is the position I want to be in for that inside hip frame. Okay. Now to get that inside hip frame really fast, what I'm going to do really simply is I'm going to cut the back of my partner's head, and I'm going to bridge, right? When I bridge and connect my partner to me here, it moves him, which gives me my elbow inside. You've got many variations of this. A lot of coaches will teach a bicep bump to get in, okay? Again, we'll just spin, I'll show you those examples. So again, from here, I can just cut the top of my partner's head here, and by moving and bridging, it creates space, because I'm affecting his body. Again, the bicep bump coaches teach in here, the same thing's happening, and my elbow's getting inside. Keep in mind, a big thing I correct on a lot of my students is foot. If you do this, well, we already talked about why this is a problem, okay? So whenever you're framing, adjusting position, you've got some solid connection to the ground on your partner, okay? That's first one done.